Hello and welcome to the Pick a Pile reading. What your guardian angel wants you to know. Pile 1, we're going to use the Beyond Lemuria deck to choose. Pile 1, the sound of the universe. Pile 2, full spectrum. Pile 3, endless opportunities. And to help you choose, I have 3 stones here. This happens to be a beautiful pink, actually Lemurian, because it comes from Madagascar, rose quartz. This is a lovely carnelian pyramid, and this is a nice blue celestite, really beautiful, all 3. So choose 1, 2, or 3, or you could choose all of them if you really wanted to, or 2 of them. It doesn't matter. You might feel that you're at different stages here. These might show you at different stages what's going on. It's just really a matter of using your intuition too. So just let's see. You're going to find probably you're drawn more to one than another, though. Okay, and one's probably going to be a little bit more you than another one, but it's your intuition based. Okay, with that, let's get busy. Number 1 I have laid out already. Now the Sacred Path cards I find to be usually about the events in your life. The animal cards, animal medicine cards, tend to be more the people. So, bear that in mind as we go through this. Also, we are using the medicine wheel spread that goes with these cards. Okay, they're the Jamie Sams decks, and I'm using the Wolf Clan Teaching Lodge medicine wheel spread. So, because it goes with the cards, okay? And the reason we're using these cards instead of tarot is I just like them better, and I read better with them. I just vibe with them more. We might read tarot at some point. We might grab them and look into some of the tarot, but actually I just like these better. Now, the interesting thing, these cards don't have an element built into them like the tarot does. The element comes in the position. You'll see what I mean as we go along. So let's get started. Pile 1. Power place. That's somewhere where you feel an earth connection or you feel empowered. And that can be like the home of your heart, a place where you want to travel, a place where you just feel empowered. This is Spider, okay? And Spider builds a web to catch what it needs. So, but it makes something beautiful. It builds something or creates something to catch what it needs. It also has a lot to do, I find that this has a lot to do with the World Wide Web. So, over here in the East, it's probably talking about, okay, so the East is air in this medicine wheel. That's ideas. That would be swords in a tarot deck. Okay, so it's talking about ideas. it's talking about, yeah, I think the spider is talking about building something on the web. And I think we'll see more as it develops. Let's look down here. Field of plenty. Ideas and needs manifested. Owl. Okay. Now, this cornucopia, field of plenty, you have been told the horn of plenty, it goes with Thanksgiving. And indeed it does, because Thanksgiving is a time of harvest. But it also has an esoteric meaning. It is the causal plane, where ideas live before they manifest. So something is getting ready to manifest in your life. Okay, the field of plenty is where things... It's also called the causal plane, by the way. Now that's interesting. It can be something's getting ready to manifest in your life, or it can also be, this is around Thanksgiving. Now, down here is fire. It would be wands in the tarot. Fire, energy, fuel, okay? So, energy, owl. Owl? Well, we have a lot of associations with owl, don't we? As those of you who are Harry Potter fans, right? But there's a lot of them, actually, that aren't so Harry Potter. One of them is people frequently see owls before they have an encounter with a UFO. So isn't that interesting? Plus, 2 Native Americans, owls, are associated with the dark. They occupy the place at night that the eagle does in the daytime. So it's a more young, feminine energy. The owl can see through darkness, but the owl feathers are also called deceiver feathers because they're silent and the prey does not hear them. Okay, so it's a very mysterious animal, and in some tribes, the name literally even means the same as ghost. So it can be. We'll look into this more. I'm seeing it as a positive thing right now. It's looking like with this a positive thing. Okay, and this can also be night owling it. If some of you are night owls, I really think some of you are. Some of you get more energy at night. Okay, you have a tendency to be night owls. It's okay. Different people are different. Yes, you will hear me say that. Different people are different. Different people have different schedules. Okay, so pick up on number 1. You might be night owls. A lot of you. Standing people over here in the West. Now the West, it would be water, cups, emotions, okay? And the flow. It's also where your goals and dreams are. So you've got roots in giving, you've got the standing people, the trees, and the trees that do so much for us. And of course, there are such things as dryads that live in the trees, the spirit of the trees. But roots in giving. Now, trees have an interesting tendency to communicate. It's actually a mycelium layer that helps the trees communicate to stay plugged into the old circuit board of the earth, as you might say. Trees are a very interesting life form we have here. They absolutely, I believe they do have spirits. But then again, I'm shamanic. We believe that. So standing people, but see, this also represents people standing around and talking, communicating, okay? And swan is grace, and that is an unearned good. And in this deck, it is also being able to withstand the changes and transformations that take place in life, just going with the flow of it, not fighting it, and going from the ugly duckling to the swan. It's a transformative card. So there is a transformation taking place in your life, emotionally, it looks like, or with one of your, maybe in the realm of also your goals. So this is fluidity. It's also currency. It could be money, could have something to do with your money. Of course, these three areas can all have something to do with your money. But we'll talk about that. If I see anything that you need to know about that, you'll find out. Let's see what's up here in the north. The north is the place of the home or the elder. And you've got, pardon me, you've got East Shield. I'm sorry I don't have a big enough area and I don't have an overhead camera. We're doing our best. If you would like to tip me, I do have a PayPal. It's paypal.me.oceandiana. I could use an overhead boom in order to take a better picture of this. East Shield is up in the north. Isn't that interesting? Illumination and clarity. The north, the home, the elder, where solidity is, and of course that means it would be pinnacles. So you've got illumination and clarity. You've got east up in the north. And the eagle. The eagle's the guardian of the East Shield. And the eagle flies high and has high values. And so it's giving a nod to the East here. This here in the East, now isn't it interesting that over here in the East, we have land, power place. And over here in the direction of earth or land, we have air. So these two are related somehow. Dragonfly. Dragonfly's story is really cool. You're going to love it if you haven't heard it before, but I'll probably tell it every time because it's a pretty cool story. Dragonfly, it is said in the legend, Dragonfly was once dragon. But Coyote, the trickster, talked dragon into turning itself into a tiny bug. But when you're a tiny bug, you don't know you're a dragon. That's what Coyote argued. Well, if you still know you're a dragon, you're not really a bug, are you? Said, I dare you to turn yourself into a bug. Right? So dragon turned into dragonfly, but then forgot that it was ever a dragon. So never turned back into a dragon. That is how the trickster tricked dragon into being a dragonfly. What does this mean to you? You're not a bug. You're a dragon. You are not a small creature with wings. You're a huge, powerful dragon. And you have only forgotten, okay, that you are. So you are actually a powerful, magical being. You just haven't fully realized that. So the idea is, or maybe you are realizing that, maybe you have come to realize that you are not a bug, you are a powerful, magical being. Okay, and this power place helps you realize that. And it looks like you might find it over the internet. You might find the cute clues to all this. Where is your power place? Is it your home, or is there some other place calling you that you need to be or need to go? Do you need to move there, or do you just need to visit? Or is it just some place in your home that is your power place that you need to claim for your own? But it's interesting that these two directions are linked the way that they are. It's interesting because illumination and clarity, yep, definitely you need to find out where your power place is. You need to think about that. Because, once again, it's probably going to have something to do with the internet. I keep thinking it's the internet. This is almost always, it can mean a lot of things. Almost always have to do with the internet these days. I have noticed in my readings. I've been reading these cards for decades. And most of the time, that spider has something to do with the web. Okay? It also, by the way, the story of Spider is Spider. You might have heard the story of Charlotte's Web. The spider taught the Cherokee written language, it's said. So this could also refer to written language. In other words, something written that gives you this information. Information about how you're not a bug. You're a powerful, magical being. Okay? Okay, so it's either something written or the internet or both. And you should really look into that, what that is. You would probably know what that, you'll probably know what this is. You know where you've always wanted to be or go or see. Okay, and what you were planning on doing there. You already know. Maybe you have a mission and you need to get there. Some of you have a mission. Some of you are going to start, you're going to start your own show on the web. You're thinking of doing that. Some of you and if you do that, it will be empowering. Looks like it'll be very empowering. And it'll be very empowering if you go. As a matter of fact, if you find your power place, you more embody the dragon rather than the dragonfly. You get a lot more clarity about that, about how to do that, about how to stop. If you've had any sense of powerlessness, once you realize your true power, your true ability, well, then nothing can stop you. So this is a very important transformation in your life. Okay, let's look at the middle, the whirling rainbow. Unity and wholeness achieved. Yeah, this is a transformation. Yep, whirling rainbow. Sorry. Whirling rainbow, see? It kind of looks like a swastika, but the Nasties, they took it from it's an esoteric symbol. It's all over very old buildings, all the way over from India, all the way over to this continent. It's a very, very old symbol. It really symbolizes Mother Earth's navel, okay? And the twisting of her, it's like a twisting of her navel and the growth growing out from there. So you see the growth is coming from the center. So this is, I'm hearing it's about finding your tribe. Now, the funny thing about Coyote is the trickster, and he will fool you. Oh, he'll fool you. Maybe Coyote had you fooled, Maybe Coyote had you believing you were a little bug. It's funny that they're coming out together in the same reading, isn't it? He's the one that tricked you. Yep. But, interesting thing, you can learn from the tricks. He's saying laugh. You need to laugh. See the humor in it. But you also need to remember this, coming up with this. You need to remember who you are. Yes. And you need to gather with others who are like you. And it looks like that's facilitated by what's going on over here. Now over here, what did I tell you? A group of people talking. This is, the forest has an ecosystem, and it takes care of each other. It takes care of itself. I think this is about finding your group of people once again. Maybe you have to go here to find your group of people. And there'll be, once again, a transformation. These are very transformational cards. You're going to have a transformation. You got a transformation going on here. Swan is transformational. Dragonfly is transformational. And down here, there's also some kind of abundance. There's also some kind of idea that manifests due to this. Something gets manifested, something you've been trying to manifest for a while. Maybe you've been staying up all night trying to figure out how to manifest this. Maybe you've been using magic. Looks like it's going to get manifested. Okay. Let's find out what the oracles have to say to you. Remember, this is what your guardian angel wants you to know. I think your guardian angel is trying to tell you not to be afraid. There's good things coming. You have to be careful. There are two possible places that could be deceit. Somebody has in the past or is, maybe right now, trying to deceive you, trying to fool you, trying to trick you into being smaller than you are and not as powerful. And if that's the case, you'll know that too. You think about that. Yes, some of you, see, there's a couple of different ways this can go. Some of you, it's over now. You know it's over. You can, laugh at it and go on. Others, you know you're being tricked. If you feel like you're being tricked, you are being tricked, okay? If you feel something's a trick, it's a trick, okay? Don't fall for that. But some of you have the other side of this. It's wisdom. It's being able to see in the dark. You see, the owl can see the deception. The owl can see through the darkness. Okay. Remember, the owl is silent. Shh. Yeah. Let's look at your oracle cards and see what they say. The fairy oracle. The fairies want to tell you, wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. I told you these two are connected. Now look, this would be spring. This would be spring. In the wheel, this would be winter. Okay, These two are connected. These two elements are connected, the earth and the air. Maybe that's even your sign, the earth and the air is maybe even your main signs. Right here in the middle. Interesting. Let's see what the dragons say. The Dragon Oracle says, Golden Orange Dragon, expand your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Remember your magnificence. See, this all goes together. It always does. It's always like this. It all goes together. This guy, he tricked you. Remember who you are. Remember your magnificence. You're expanding now. Okay. And this one, oh, wow. What did I tell you? Ascension. Ascension. This is the shamanic oracle cards. Look. A change, a transformation. This is about your ascension. You have been working on this a while, haven't you? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you have. Yep. Troy. Yes. These cards. These cards are different geographic locations, and I just on a whim decided to have them be the earth direction. But look at this, Troy. To exchange my gifts with the world is a positive act. Teamwork is necessary. Whilst I can learn from the stories of others, I can create my own mythos. Beauty is eternal. Revenge has consequences. Here's some kind of ancestral karmic thing going on here. Maybe this land is the power place for you. Or maybe the idea is just learning the lessons that we learned from Troy. Helen of Troy was considered the most beautiful woman. Started wars. People went to war over her, but for her beauty. But and I remember the Trojan horse story. You might want to look up and see what is connected with Troy. Some of you already know. Some of you know, the minute I pulled this up, you went, oh, yep, okay. Or it could just have something to do with the lessons, the mythos involving Troy. Okay. So, I can learn from the stories of others. It may have something to do with the internet here. Now, I'm going to give you also, I'm going to shuffle here. I can't show it shuffling or the camera will get all out of whack. Trust me, I'm shuffling them very good. Okay, what is your animal oracle saying? Here you go. Wow. Lizard regeneration. Wow. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Whoa, does that ever go? Look at how this goes together. Look at how this reading comes together. Is that amazing? Okay, not anymore, not for me, because I'm used to this. I'm used to the readings coming together just like this. See how they all refer to each other. Well, there you go. Pile 1. You have got some interesting stuff coming up here. You have definitely got, wait for winter. Things are going to really start happening for you in the winter. Find that power place. Remember who you are. You're working on ascension. Remember, I told you that's in the goals and dreams. Right on a transformational symbol, too. Okay, I guess you know what's going on in your life now. See you next time, or in another pile, if you were attracted to it. So let's put this aside and pull out pile 2. Oh, pile 2, calling you. So, pile 2. Let's look at what you got. Over here in the east, Dreamtime, Unlimited Vision, and Hummingbird. The east is air. Okay, air is where ideas are, and springtime. So air, Dreamtime. Dreamtime is the place between waking and sleeping, the land of dreams just before you hit the actual land of dreams. You hit this Dreamtime place. This is where shamans operate, okay? They operate in the Dreamtime. It's like you're thinking about the etheric plane, okay? The idea of the etheric plane. So the Dreamtime, this is got something to do with that space in your life right now. Maybe you're working on something. It's going to bring you some joy. Something's going to bring you some joy. Okay? This hummingbird represents basically joy. Sometimes also has been used in romantic charms of some sort. So hummingbird feathers can be something romantic, but it's usually something else that brings you a lot of joy. And it's something that comes in quick because they're so quick. So, interesting start. Let's see what's down in the south. Now, this is the place of air. It would be swords if it were tarot, but the wheel, actually, this medicine wheel actually gives us the element, not the cards itself. Okay, so you have, down in, I gotta watch out how this camera works. Down in the south, you have Sundance, self-sacrifice, a very sacred dance. And it was considered to be a sacrifice, the men's sacrifice. As women bleed monthly, men would do this ceremony and give their blood and pain for the good of the people. Like, it was considered a very loving and positive thing to do. The dancers would have to train a long time to do the sun dance, and they still do. And it was very harsh, grueling ceremony. I'm not going to go into all the particulars of it, but it was, when this shows up, especially this is down here in the south, this is fire, okay? This would be wands. And here in the south, self-sacrifice, something really hurt or hurts. This is something that really, really hurts. And with the hawk is a messenger. Oh dear. This is news of something that really hurts. Really, really hurts. Or maybe you have been making a sacrifice of yourself. and have not really acknowledged your sacrifice. But the hawk is going to bring you some messages. It's the messenger bird. So it has very good eyesight. You're going to see things far more clearly, what exactly this sacrifice is about. Okay, over in the west, we have the medicine wheel and the badger. Ooh, I've got to get a better setup than this because it's really hard to do this with the camera and the cards and everything. Medicine wheel, cycles and movement. Okay, you might be moving. This might be your wheels. This might be your car, camper, whatever. You might be moving house. This is something also sometimes like the wheel in the tarot, which means what goes up must come down, luck is changing. But it's cycles, movement. You could be completing a cycle. You could be starting a new cycle. Medicine wheel. It's the spread we're using right now. And you're kind of getting an explanation of the medicine wheel by this spread. This is the direction of water, by the way. And water is where your goals and dreams live. It's also emotions. And that would be cups in tarot. Badger. Okay, so the dual nature of this card is badger can be somebody who is aggressive, somebody who's tough, somebody who won't let go. But those qualities are actually admirable in some circumstances and some professions. It can also be healing with roots and herbs. Badger, though, does not let go once it attaches to something, once it attaches itself. It's very persistent, okay? This can also mean somebody badgering you. We'll find out when we see how the cards relate to each other. Now, talking stick up in the north would be Earth, Pentacles. Talking stick, it's also, in this wheel, place of the home or the elder. Solidity. Talking stick, viewpoints and options. Okay. There's a lot of opinions being expressed. The cool thing about the talking stick was it was a way to establish order when people were discussing things. When people were discussing things, the person with the talking stick talked. Everybody else stayed silent. There was also a thing called an answering feather. So this is weighing the viewpoints and options. There are different viewpoints on whatever is going on here. And you are weighing your options, and other people are chiming in on that. Okay, the two natures of this, establishing strong boundaries. It could be that you need to establish strong boundaries. It could be that you need to say, shut up, I'm doing what I need to do to take care of myself. It could be that you just need to roll up in a little ball and let the danger pass. Or it could be you're hiding. Which of these are you doing? If you're hiding, you need to come out of hiding and not let people tell you what to do. Listen. Go ahead and listen, but have your boundaries, okay? As a matter of fact, I'm kind of getting a picture from this. Okay, hang on. Let's see what the center is. The center, shawl, returning home. And shawl is also a symbol of protection. A Native woman wears a shawl as a symbol of protection. And the shawl of the atmosphere protects the earth. That's why it looks this way. Returning home. This is the home of the heart. This is also a nostalgia card, can be. Returning home. Rabbit. Rabbit can be about everything being up in the air, making great leaps. It can also be about fear and feeling that you have to stay vigilant constantly. Look at the rabbit. Its little nose is always going. Has these big eyes. It's got to stay alert. The big ears. It's got to stay alert all the time. A rabbit must stay alert all the time because it's prey for everything. You've been letting yourself be prey. You've been letting, something has been causing you okay, you don't have to, you've made a sacrifice, okay? This is something that hurts. Look at this. The badger can be somebody being too aggressive. You look at this wheel, you're going home. You're going home. And I hear thunder thundering out there. You're going home. In some way, shape, or form, you're going home. Or somebody near you is going home. That could mean a lot of things. But this is a joyful thing. And this is very magical. This is where magic happens. This could be the home of your dreams. This could be a place where you don't have to be afraid anymore. It could be traveling to a place where you don't have to be afraid anymore. Maybe you need to find that place. Maybe you need to quit sacrificing yourself and your dreams. Maybe you need to quit, take in people who are knowledgeable, take in their opinions. However, draw the line. And when you need to, like the armadillo, roll up in a ball and protect yourself and use your armor. Be sure you have your armor on when you're dealing with these people. Okay? You don't have to be the one who's always self-sacrificing. It's honorable in some cases, but it shouldn't always be the same person, okay? Other people have to do their part too. But there's going to be a message about this. You're going to get word about all this. And it could also be, for some of you, it could be a healing from a sacrifice, something that has hurt very deeply, that has hurt you. It could be that this is maybe an aggressive healer who won't let go until you're healed, until this person is healed. Whoever is sacrificing here, whoever hurts. That is another way of looking at this. But I keep seeing that armadillo up there. You need to have clear boundaries. And here, you need to stop being afraid of your own magic and other people's magic. You need to find this home of your heart. Okay? And remember, over here, unlimited vision. Don't limit yourself. I feel that, some news is going to come that's going to make you happy. It's going to explain this a lot more. Maybe you're going to finally get to go home, move, or travel to a place where you feel finally safe. Whoever you are, this is what your guardian angel wants you to know. Your guardian angel wants you to know. Don't lose heart. Good news is coming. Yep. Things will move. Things are going to start moving. And if they're not moving right now, they'll be moving. This would be in the fall. These two are opposite each. Well, they're like right in line here. Let's see. Something you've dreamed about. It finally starts to move. You know, sometimes this is an operation. I'm not giving medical advice. Sometimes this is an operation. Sometimes I have known cases where this has been actually something physical, blood being shed, some kind of injury. If that is the case, if that is your case, then the talking stick is about how to handle it. Okay. And once again, establish your boundaries. Okay. But remember, rabbit can be moving in leaps and bounds, things moving fast. Rabbits move very fast. Stay vigilant. Yeah. But eventually you're going to find out that you will be somewhere where you don't need to be as vigilant anymore, where you don't have to be afraid. That's what your guardian angel wants you to know from these cards. Now let's find out what the fairies want to tell you. Here we go. Oh, there is another, that's right. There is another meaning to rabbit too. Don't be afraid of magic. Because there is a story in the book about Rabbit having once been a brave warrior, but met basically a magical person, and because she could do all these things, he became afraid of magic. So another meaning is don't be afraid of magic. Don't be afraid. Because look what's here. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. That's the good news over here. Look. What a beautiful card. That's a beautiful card. Believe in magic. Wow, that is great. Believe in magic. What do the dragons want to say? Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Interesting. It's kind of got horns. This could be talking something about a fire sign, or it could be a Capricorn or an Aries. Here we go with Ascension, Magenta Dragon. Bringing forward your soul wisdom. Message. Interesting, huh? Here we go. Transformation for you. There is a transformation taking place. Yep. Remember, that caterpillar turns into a chrysalis and then into a butterfly or a moth. Interesting. Transformation is happening. Okay. Temple of Isis, Aswan, up in the north. This is the Earth Oracle. I'm open to be mothered. I can mother. I can heal my relationships and my life. My body is a miracle and can be healed of imbalance. That's it. Some of you there has been an illness, either with you or a member of the family. Could be your mother. This is also a very feminine card here, the shawl. This is feminine protection. This could even be seen as the goddess protecting you. The Temple of Isis, the mother goddess. Healing. Okay. Wow, there could be healing taking place for this. Whether this is... But this is energy. It could be emotional. It could be sometimes this is the realm of love down here. More often this is emotions. More often this is something that screwed up your energy, okay? That took your energy. But you see the fire came up down here in the direction of fire. It looks like you're getting your fire back. And look, this is a very fiery card too. Very sunny, fiery card. So, don't let people suck your energy out of you, okay? Quit doing that. Quit letting people's opinions and judgments suck your energy, okay? Please. Please do that. Okay, and believe in yourself. Believe in magic. Believe that good things can happen. Looks like you've had a rough road here. You've had a rough road. I'm sorry, Pile 2. That's okay. Things are going to change. You'll see. But you have to have a part in changing them. But knowing this, remember, this is what your guardian angel wants you to know. You knowing this is going to give you the upper hand. And you knowing to put up your boundaries when you know you need to. You know what? That can be as simple as just saying no when you need to say no. Maybe there's an aggressive person and you just need to say no. Maybe there's somebody who's sucking the life out of you and you need to say no. I'm not going to let you do that. Not anymore. You're cut off. Sorry. Sorry about your luck. I have a feeling somebody, this has to do with your mother. Your mother's been sick. And it worries you. You're very alert and afraid something's going on with your mom. I'm sorry to hear that. It looks like you're going to be hearing some good news. But remember, the next life, I can tell you, I have been dead. My heart stopped. I revived. Obviously, I'm doing this reading. If that's what's going on, there can be some good news. Okay, maybe somebody needs an operation and people are trying, or some other procedure, and people are trying to decide whether it's a good deal or not. Okay, whether it's a good idea. Could be something like that for some of you. Believe that things can work out. Believe in the magic, they're saying. Okay. Now, what do the animal spirits say? The spirit of the animals cards. Remember, now this is interesting. Your card that went with this that you chose was full spectrum. Interesting, huh? Could that be full spectrum light? Could that be full spectrum something else? What does that mean? You tell me. Maybe that key phrase comes up. Okay. Interesting. What do the animal spirits have to say to you that your guardian angel wants you to know? All right. Oh, I got to Swan. Swan. And you know what? This is funny. This kind of goes with pile 1. You might want to check out pile 1 as well. Swan came up in that one. Not this swan, another swan. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and spirit of beauty. And also, grace is an unearned good. Something good is coming that you don't have to work for. That's the good news. Ladybug, good luck. You are going to get some good luck. I think your guardian angel is encouraging you. Things are going to be all right. It's going to work out. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. This is great. Okay, whatever it is that's been worrying you, whatever it is that's been hurting you, whatever it is that hurts, it's going to get taken care of. Okay, your guardian angel wants you to know, and I almost want to cry here. Your guardian angel wants you to know, no matter what it looks like, you're loved, you're going to get some grace, you don't have to earn it, and you're going to get some good luck. It's coming. So just hold on and believe in the magic. It's going to be okay. Now, 2 of them came out. I didn't expect that. Sometimes that happens, but they're both applicable here. And I think you need them both. I think you need to see them both. Okay? For some of you, I would like to remind you, okay, transformation. Okay? Think about transformation. What's changing? The swan changes. The story about the ugly duckling turning into a beautiful swan. Things can change. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. I think that is a wonderful end to your reading. Pile number 2. Thank you. And time to move that. And let's go on to pile number 3. Pile number 3. What have we got for you? Cradle board. Responsibility or ability to respond, or maybe somebody's having a baby, maybe somebody's pregnant, maybe somebody's got a project that's like a baby, your baby. Whatever it is, you need to protect it. See, that cradle board was to protect the baby. Specially designed to protect the baby all around. And so you could carry him on your back. Okay. And what's on top of that? That's in the east. The east is air. Air would be swords in the tarot, but the elements are in the wheel. Okay? They're in the medicine wheel. They're built in to the spread instead of the cards. So this is in the east, direction of air, also spring. Spring, fall, spring, summer, fall, winter, right? So, air. This is the mental realm, mostly. It's an idea, probably. Most likely this is either an idea. Well, you can't see it. I'm so sorry. I need a better way to do this. I need a boom for my camera, let's face it. Okay, ability to respond. You need to take care of this idea. If this is just an idea, or maybe somebody's thinking of having a baby, or maybe somebody thinks they're pregnant, or maybe somebody's got this great idea that's like their baby. Turtle says, slow and steady wins the race. Turtle also carries its home on its back and represents Mother Earth. And those plates on its shell represents the Earth's tectonic plates. And this place that I am right now is Turtle Island, is North America. So, especially true if you're in North America, I guess. Okay, the turtle, like it's a land and water creature, okay? It carries its home with it. But I think right now it's looking like yeah, okay, we'll find out. North Shield in the south. Okay, that's fun. Well, that tells us that in order to understand what's going on down here, look to the north. North Shield, abundance, and that is the guardian of the North Shield, the buffalo, the white buffalo. That's abundance, solidity. That's usually a card the north is about. Would be Pentacles, Earth. This is wisdom and gratitude. Something you should be grateful for, but it's down here in the south. South is fire and energy. That's where your energy is, okay? It can also mean summer. Bumblebee. I wrote this in. That's what I like about these cards. You can take an animal that's special to you and write it in. And I wrote in bumblebee because bumblebee's a very special kind of bee to me. It doesn't quite behave like all the other bees, but still does the same job of pollinating the flowers. Bumblebees are kind of clumsy, but they're very friendly. But even more than all that, bumblebees are a miracle that they can fly with these tiny wings. For a long time, physicists had no idea how they did that. So there, to me, this is the miracle card. You're going to receive a miracle down here in fire, the direction of fire, the direction of the south. Wisdom and gratitude and abundance, the North Shield. The blessings, basically, the North Shield. It's a miracle. Something is going to be miraculous. Okay. And I love bumblebees because they're kind of klutzy. But they don't even mind if you just swat them out of the way. They don't care. They just keep doing their job. They're mostly harmless. They're not too dangerous. They're one of the least dangerous types of bees, other than a carpenter bee. So, really, a bumblebee is a miracle. Yeah. So let's leave it at that for now and see what you got going on over here in the West. I definitely need a better setup here. Okay. Prayer and inner peace, the peace pipe. In the West, and this is water. A need for peace, or a need to make peace with something or somebody. Otter. The coquette. It's playful feminine energy. Mostly they just play and eat all day. That's their life. They don't worry about too much. On the other hand, you don't want to get on the wrong side of an otter. Of course, it's kind of hard to get on the wrong side of an otter if you're a human. I mean, they're playful. Usually they don't mind. But really, be careful of don't get on the wrong side of an otter. However, they are playful. It's a playful energy in this deck. It's a very playful energy. And it's looking over there at the turtle, the baby. You've got a playful feminine energy looking over here. Hey, some of you, it's a relationship. Playful feminine, baby, take it slow. Do I have to say it? For some of you, that's what this is about. Okay. And babies are a miracle. They are. Is that what this is about? Maybe. We don't know. Making peace. For some of you, it will be. For some of you, it will be a baby. That will be the miracle. Okay. So let's find out what's up here in the north that this is talking about. What is it talking about? Arrow, the truth. Oh, the truth, huh? The truth. Arrow, truth is protection. Oh, this is looking good. It's looking very interesting. Very interesting. Truth coming out and using the truth as protection. Isn't that interesting? Do I have to say it? The eagle. The eagle. That is on our money, And it's also a symbol of America, but it's also a symbol of high ideals. It's also the symbol of taking the big picture, seeing the big picture, okay? Lofty ideals, seeing the big picture. Seeing from above, rising above. It can also be rising above with the truth. Those two go together pretty nicely. Up in the north, and up in the north would be pinnacles. That would be the direction of solidity, money, earth. Any of these directions can speak about your money, but that is actually solidity, earth. It would be where pentacles would be if this was tarot, but that's where it is in the wheel. That's where your home and your elders are. So it's about that. It's about solidity. This is fluidity. This is emotions over here. Okay, so the west is emotions, water, cups. This is fire, staves. And this is a watery animal playing in the water, playing in the emotions. You have to make peace. Interesting. Something you have to make peace with, or smoke the peace pipe, or be at peace. In the center, sacred space, respect, RESPECT. Needing respect, needing sacred space, needing your space. Needing your space, yes. We all need that. And if somebody is invading your space, you need to talk to them about that and tell them, don't invade my space. This is somebody watching you. Wait a minute. Either you're watching somebody or they're watching you. Fox is clever, too, and kind of tricky. It's one of the trickster animals. But look at how those eyes are really staring at you. Somebody's watching. Somebody's clever. And foxes, to catch their prey, they're very playful. Who's playful here? Somebody's playful over here. Okay. There's a sense of playfulness, and this isn't a bad thing. This can be a lot of fun. Maybe somebody's looking at you because they think you're foxy. But somebody here needs their space, okay? And needs to let it be known that they need their space. It's like, give me my space, man. Okay? So let's look at this now. Got truth is protection. You've got a possible baby over here. Get a paternity test? Is it time for a paternity test, perhaps, for some of you? For some of you, it might be. Prayer and inner peace. Okay, so yeah, it's time to declare your sacred space. Figure out who's watching you, or who are you watching. Interesting. Oh, and another thing. Now remember this, what your guardian angel wants you to know. Take the long view. Take the high view. Rise above. Take the high road. Okay. There, you got two guardians here. Basically, you got the guardian of the north, up in the north. And you got, let's see. No, that's the guardian of the east. The eagle's usually in the east. So let's look in the, okay. The truth about this. That's what it's, truth about this. This is also a guardian, and that's about the north. Looking at the north is another guardian about this. See how that is? The truth, the baby, the cradle board, protection of protecting this baby. Okay. Interesting. A miracle. Well, interesting. Now let's see what the fairies have to say. What do your guardian angel want you to know that the fairies have to say? Okay, stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. There you go. Stargazing. What you need to know. By the way, up here in the north, with an elder in the home, when it says truth is protection, it means you learn the truth. Sometimes it means you need to tell the truth. You need to make sure the truth is told. And you need to make sure you're telling the truth. And you need to make sure that you're telling yourself the truth, too. Okay. Down here in the south, the crystal yellow dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher path, the higher spiritual path. Okay, like the eagle. That would be the higher path. And it's down here. Remember, the buffalo is referring us to the north, which refers us to the east. Okay. Now, whoa, stripping illusions goes right with the arrow, the truth. Stripping illusions and making peace with that. Making peace with it. You need to make peace with it. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. Most of you already know exactly what I'm talking about already. You don't have to wait for it. You already know what's going on. Illusions are going to come away. How miraculous. A miracle happens. Okay. The Ganges River is in the north. I forgive and I do not fear. I accept where I am at this moment, and thus I can flow and grow from here. That's actually very good advice for anybody, but forgive, make peace. Make peace. There it is. Inner peace. And what do your animal spirits want to say? Elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Okay. Yeah, nobility, huh? Oh, that's pretty cool. Good for you. Looking at the rest of this, that's very good. Miracle. Interesting. Nobility. Crowned with success in conquering challenges. That's a very good way to end this. I'm so happy for you. Okay, pile 3. That ends it for you. I would also say, congratulations, some of you who have wanted a child. Looks like you're having one. Okay. Or somebody's having one. Okay. Well, stripping illusions, that's where it all really starts. You losing the illusions. And so, happy trails. I'll see you next time. And if you liked all this, please like it. Put a like on it. And put a share on it. And maybe tell us your story down below. Okay. And to everybody, thanks for coming.